1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Welcome everyone to the morning announcement. I'ma say my name so you can pronounce it. Bomani Armah. Shout out to early risers, I see who you are. My morning ritual, thanks for having me over. Start with audiovisual, dose of Sankofa. My favorite occasion's a few moons away. I'm counting rotations to watermelon day. If you're with me this morning, I hope that you're with it. 2 things that I want and 3 ways to get it. Black solidarity, African independence. Honor the ancestors, prepare descendants. 3rd thing you gotta do is love right now. I mean that in every sense and every way you know how. Now throw them up and say what should increase on 1, 2, 3, peace.
Alright, let's do the mic.
Mic check, 1, 2. 1, 2, mic check. Welcome everyone to the morning announcements with Bomani Armah on Monday, March 6, 2023. I am Bomani Armah, and we are 151 days away from Watermelon Day at Sankofa. We are here to honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Let's start right off with today's libation. Today's libation is for Bernard Powell. Bernard Powell, March 5th, 1947 to 1979. A Black civil rights activist in Kansas City, Missouri, he joined the NAACP at the age of 13 and later founded the Social Action Committee of 20, SAC 20. Powell was recognized with many honors such as National Junior Chamber of Commerce Outstanding Man of the Year, the Jefferson Award for Public Service, Samuel S. Beard Award for Outstanding Public Service by an individual 35 and under in 1978, and has a dedicated park and memorial fountain in Kansas City. The Greater Kansas City Chamber of Commerce honors an individual every year with an award with his namesake. Let's do this Bernard Powell quote. "The ghetto or a gold mine? The choice is yours." Let me read that again from Bernard Powell. "The ghetto or a gold mine? The choice is yours." Bernard Powell. I had never heard of Bernard Powell until researching someone to honor today. He is remembered as a local civil rights hero in his community that was taken too soon. He has a statue in Kansas City in his honor. I am struck by how brief and impactful his life was. I am moved by his community's attempt to keep his memory alive. I'm excited I can be a part of that. Powell saw the potential in everyone in his community, as evidenced by this quote. "We often applaud the rare person who escapes the confines of poverty and racism that is the Black ghetto. What needs to happen more often is that these communities are seen as fertile ground, as a gold mine of potential, because our people are always a resource. The talent and drive in these communities are covered in the dirt of American racism and capitalism. It is our job, especially as activists and educators, to dig for gold." Thank you for this reminder, Bernard Powell. Let's pour a libation for Bernard Powell. "We never forget, so never fear. For homies who ain't here, we pouring out a beer. Because of you, it'll never be the same. We keep saying your name while we pour champagne. For the mothers and the father figures, your flames to flickers, we pouring out some liquor. We're the sons and the daughters of heroes and martyrs. Honor you by pouring out some water." Friends, today's libation was for one Mr. Bernard Powell. Thank y'all once again for tuning into the morning announcements. Make sure you go to my website, notarapper.com, where you can find more information about this show, see the latest episodes, and get your morning announcements merch, the cups and the t-shirts that say honor the ancestor, prepare the descendants, love right now. Thank you for everybody who's been following me for the last 7 months or so as I've been developing this. You've seen this grow and flourish into something that I'm really proud of. So thank y'all very much. I appreciate that. When we come around in Independence Day, I like to recognize it. I did a bad job and last week did not recognize on Thursday the Moroccan Independence Day. So let me do that now. You know how I like to do it. I'm bringing up my homegirl Elsie Honey, and she's going to play her rendition of the Moroccan national anthem. And in this video, you'll also see a whole bunch of crucial information about the country itself. Friends, let me make sure this video comes through real clearly. Friends, here is the Moroccan national anthem. That was Elsie Honey with the Moroccan anthem. I love using her videos as a cool resource. She is amazing with playing these national anthems. Now I want to lyrics of the national anthem. It's called the Cherfian anthem. Let's see. Root of the free, rising place of the lights, form of glory and its protector. May you perpetuate as its form and its protector. May you live among the homelands as an address for grandeur, filling every garden conveyed by every tongue. With the spirit, with the body, your son has come to answer your call. In my mouth and in my blood, your love stirred up as light and fire. Let's go, brothers, heading for grandeur, making the world witness that we here perpetually live with the motto, God, homeland, and king. Friends, that was the lyrics to the to the Moroccan national anthem called Cherfian Anthem. All right. Friends, I'm still getting used to how I want to honor these countries every time. So thank you very much for your patience. I'm actually going to go directly into another one because today we are actually celebrating the Independence Day of Ghana. So I'm going to bring Elsie Honey back to play you the national anthem of Ghana. Here we go. Let's start that again. Friends, that was Elsie Honey once again with the national anthem, this time with the national anthem of Ghana. The song is called God Bless Our Homeland. Now I am going to read the lyrics for that national anthem. Here we go. God bless our homeland. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Fill our hearts with true humility, make us cherish fearless honesty, and help us to resist oppressors' rule with all our will and might forevermore. Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whate'er the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore. Raise high the flag of Ghana and one with Africa advance. Black star of hope and honor to all who thirst for liberty. Where the banner of Ghana freely flies, may the way to freedom truly lie. Arise, arise, O sons of Ghana land, and under God march on forevermore. Friends, that is the national anthem of Ghana. And actually, of all the countries that we've done, this is one of two countries that I've spent some significant time in. I actually had the opportunity to go with my sons in 2019 for the year of the return. So I'm actually going to show you some video of my trip to Ghana with Farafina Khan. It was part of the Back to Africa celebration that they had, 400 years since the first enslaved Africans were brought from the west coast of Africa to North America and to what became the United States of America. Here is a museum in honor and a burial spot for Kwame Nkrumah. Took the whole family there, have that iconic photo of him in that stance where he's pointing. I loved this opportunity. This is in that square in Accra, freedom and justice. This was really cool. They were actually shooting a commercial for some Ghanaian event. This is the museum dedicated to W.B. Du Bois. This is a billboard on one of the major highways that had their performance on it. The last people you saw were me. Those were friends of the family because they used to work for my father at HUD Federal Credit Union. I caught up with them in Ghana. This was just an amazing trip. This is some photos from us at the National Theater of Ghana. Baba Diallo pouring libation. This is us at Almina going into the slave dungeons, going back through the door of no return. This is everybody who came on the flight with us from Washington, D.C. They're basically family now because we went back through the door of no return with them. This is a very emotional event for me and my sons. You see them there. They're much younger. That was 4 years ago. They sprout up so quickly. Then we went and saw the chief there, and then they had a performance on top of the slave dungeons. Man, we were doing the electric slide on top of slave dungeons. It was amazing. Then we went to another site dedicated to the unfortunate ancestors who were enslaved and brought over on those boats. This spot right here is called the Last Bath, where a whole bunch of slaves from all over came to this one last spot. Then we went into Kumasi, I believe, and learned how to do authentic kente cloth and authentic adinkra. And then here we are in a waterfowl. Here we are at the Golden Jubilee, where they had their big anniversary celebration back in 2007. You see shots of my son Dela and Olu there. Once again, back at our welcome center where they talked about the year of return. This was an amazing experience. These are the boys from their, oh, that's Mathoni. We had lunch with her. This is one of my friends from Kenya, Vanessa's good school friend. Back in Accra. Oh, make sure we saw this last photo of the last bath. I'm gonna do a better job of telling this story and getting all the photos together so y'all see that again soon. But yeah, that was an amazing experience. All right, friends, we've covered a lot today in only about 12 minutes so far. I've got one more thing I need to cover with y'all, and that is this week's book. The book of the week is One Plastic Bag. All right, One Plastic Bag. This book is by Miranda Paul and Eiizabeth Zunon. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting both of them and doing workshops with them. Once again, this is an Africa Access book, and the Africa Access books, you know, that's my family. I love exposing people to these wonderful children's books. This, once again, is by Miranda Paul and Eiizabeth Zunon, who is the illustrator. We're going to be working on doing her style of illustration, and doing the kind of work they're talking about in the book this week as I have some fun with my daughter doing our integration projects. Let me read to you a panel from this book, all right? Njao Gambia. Isatu walks with her chin frozen. Fat raindrops pelt her bare arms. Her face hides in the shadow of a palm leaf basket, and her neck stiffens with every step. Warm scents of burning wood and bubbling peanut stew drift past. Her village is closed now. She lifts her nose to catch the smell. The basket tips. One fruit tumbles, then two, then 10. The basket breaks. Isator kicks the dirt. Okay, this is actually a really good place to end, because this sets up the conflict that our protagonist solves in this short and sweet and really brilliant, based on a true story children book about One Plastic Bag. I've got my copy here. Like I said, I've been working with this book for a couple of years. I've met both the author and the illustrator and done workshops with the illustrator. So we're going to come back to that. Friends, I have one more thing on the agenda, and that is to do the Black National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, by James Weldon Johnson and J. Rosamond Johnson. Let me set this up for y'all. Friends, here comes the Black National Anthem. Friends, that was Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem by J. Rosamond Johnson and James Weldon Johnson. Friends, that is my program. I am Bomani Armah. This is the morning announcements. There are 3 things that I want you to do today. Honor the ancestors, prepare the descendants, and love right now. At the count of 3, everybody say peace, throw up the deuces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Peace.
Hold it now, melon is sweet, the water is life. So every time we meet, I'ma give you a slice, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. I got the juice and plant the seeds. I reap the fruit and give you what you need, cause I'm the watermelon man. I'm the watermelon man. It's the watermelon man, reppin' red, black, and green. The county of PG sends you greetings from D.